give it a go.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another edition of Vampire the Masquerade, the YouTube experience. Duster City with the bot. Tonight, Bitte and her priest Jacob are Bitte has come up to Jacob because she is somewhat bored and feeling that she has not been put to use her capabilities. She's a little miffed at this. Bitte?
I did not hear what you said, sorry. We broke up.
I said Bitte is feeling a little miffed that Jacob hasn't put to any good use. So she's coming to Jacob.
Oh, Jacob, I'm feeling quite bored and underutilized lately. I feel all I do is spend all my time with my beautiful Alex. But I think tonight's a night to get into some mischief. You've got anything in mind?
Mischief? You can always get into mischief, but actually, if you want to be put to use, you could help me further the investigation about these hunters. I think you're up for it.
You know I'm always up to help you, Jacob.
Very good. Me and Remy had kidnapped a woman a few nights ago, the mother of one of these hunters. If you were around, I think could have helped us glean some more information from her.
Ah, I get what you mean. My special touch on things.
Yes,
Always
exactly.
possible.
Well, you know what? I'd like this to be a cooperative effort. Would you mind if I called Father Krueger to join us?
You know I'm always the more the merrier.
Very well. Jacob will take out his cell phone. He'll dial up Father Krueger. Ring, 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 ring.
The phone number is not available. Because Kruger is being careful and he's not having his phone on all the time.
Okay, no problem. Oh dear. We're gonna have to roll over to his church and see if he's home. Would you mind taking a ride?
Evil ST takes me out.
Hmm?
Sorry, go on.
What'd you say, Bruce?
Oh, I guess we're just going to have to roll over to where Krueger is staying and pay him a visit. Hopefully, he'll be home.
Okay, what are we taking?
I don't know. Do you want to take a car, a limo? Do you want to hop on my bike?
Me being me, I love being on the back of a bike.
Very well. We'll take my Harley. Jacob and Bitte, well, they'll proceed out of the fort and they'll jump on the back of his Harley, and they will make their way down to Krueger's church.
While you're driving down, though, I'll be cackling almost the whole way on the back of the bike. Just for funsies.
Alright. In a few minutes, they'll arrive, and Jacob will go up to the church's door, give a loud knock.
And after a while, someone will very carefully open the door. Because no one was visible on the camera. Actually, no, let's see Bitte.
Yeah.
So I
I'm just sitting on the motorcycle right out front.
So it's still very carefully open.
Will Jacob see someone pop out, or is just the door opening on its own?
It's the priest.
Excuse me, Padre, is the father in?
Oh no, he's out.
Oh dear. You know where he's gone? It's a very urgent message that I have for him.
I'm afraid I don't know. But you can wait in the church. He'll probably come past sooner or later.
Alright, we do have a few minutes to burn. Jacob will turn to Bitte, wave her in. Come along, Bitte. Seems we might have to wait for Krueger to return.
Bitte will hop off the back of the bike and nonchalantly saunter herself over to Jacob and will grab his arm. After you, kind sir.
He'll lead her inside, and they'll go down the very immaculate and brightly lit church. They'll go down the row of pews, and they'll just take a seat in the first pew and just wait.
Okay, let's say 20 minutes later, Jacob gets a phone call from Krueger, who turned on his telephone to see if there are any messages.
Does Jacob get a call, or does he just see?
Yeah,
Oh, you're getting a call.
gets a phone call.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jacob will pick up. Hello?
Jacob, you called.
Yes, I did. I hope I'm not disturbing you at this late hour. I remembered that, well, I'm sorry that I didn't include you on our little information gathering with Remy, but I was hoping you would like to accompany me and my sister Bitte on another adventure to get some more.
Okay. Where are you now? Where are we meeting?
Well, currently I am in your place of worship. But if you want to rendezvous, we can rendezvous at the Mexican Quarter, perhaps near a bar.
Actually, I'll stop by at the church, then we can travel together.
Very well. We'll be waiting inside. Your priest was a gracious host.
Okay, I'll be there soon. And let's say 15 minutes later, Joseph walks into the church, not through the front door, but from the back.
While we've been waiting, Bitte's kind of been walking through all the aisles back and forth, over and over again, almost to a song inside of her head skipping along. Childlike in motion, having fun, not have been in a church in a while. Bitte's enjoying herself.
So Joseph walks in, he sees them there, and he bows slightly. Good evening.
Bitte mid-skip stops, looks over at Krueger. It is a pleasure to see you again.
Father, good to see you. How are you?
Reasonably well. So, shall we go get straight to business?
Yes. I think there's should be a lot of business on the menu for this evening. I do have to leave for New York soon. I don't want to leave any business unfinished.
Okay. Mexican Quarter, you said.
Yes. I don't know exactly where out of character Joseph's church is. Is it close to Mexican Quarter or?
The church is in Norlock.
Would you like to take a cab, or I don't know? Do you want to sit on my handlebars?
I would prefer the cab.
Very well. Yeah, Jacob will call up a cab number, and I guess one will arrive in, say, 15 minutes. And we'll give them a cab, and they'll make their way down about a block so away from the house. They don't want to just pull up. And when we get out, Jacob will tell Joseph, I suggest you put a mask on if you don't have one. I was thinking I'll speak to Miss Biddle, try to sell her something.
Joseph is going to make himself look a little more presentable. And he's only spending the one blood point, so he'll now look like an ugly human, but human nonetheless. He no longer has his Nosferatu face on.
Bitte will almost double take at Krueger, seeing that he just went from this grotesque thing to this slightly ugly guy, and be almost a little intrigued. So what do we do, guys? We're here.
Okay, I made myself pretty before going into the cab. I don't want to give the cab driver a heart attack.
So we're now just rolling up to the place, right?
We should stop a little. We shouldn't stop at the address itself. We should get out of the cab a while before and walk the rest of the way.
Yeah, Jacob will tell the cab driver to stop like a block away from the actual address. So we have a few yards to walk down. Jacob will pay for the cab driver and he'll pay him his fee. Let him drive off. And slowly as they're walking together, Jacob will say to Krueger and Bitte, well, I'm thinking I'll distract Miss Cordova at the door if she is home. But perhaps the two of you could sneak inside and rummage around. Try to find something of Dizzy's. I'm hoping that her mother is the sentimental type.
Okay, I guess we can do that.
Sounds good to me.
As they approach closer to the house, Jacob is going to walk a little ways ahead of them. Look like he's not,
Okay.
with them.
Joseph will put a hand on Bitte's shoulder and gesture into a more hidden corner, like when they're passing an alleyway, so where they will be hidden from sight for a second.
Bitte will feel the hand of Krueger on her. She will quickly snap over and look at him and notice that they're kind of shadowed now, right?
Joseph motions towards a darker spot, like an alleyway, side alley or something.
Okay, so then we go and hide over, creep behind the alley so that we can kind of peek over to look at Jacob while he's doing his thing, right?
Right. When you're in the alley, Joseph will extend his unseen presence to you.
What does that mean? Sorry.
That means you are now invisible to the naked eye, unless they are at reasonably short range. From a long distance away, people can still see you.
Okay. So I let myself be enveloped in it, right?
Well, you don't get the choice.
Oh.
And Joseph will say, okay, I made us both invisible, now try not to make noise when you walk.
Jacob will knock on the door. Straight inside. Look in the window, see if anyone's coming.
Wait, okay, house. So is the plan that is it like a house or is it an apartment?
It's like a house. Yeah, basically, yeah, it's a house.
Okay, so it's a house with a back door and all.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to go through the back door.
I think Jacob's knocking on the front door, isn't he?
Yes, you have to knock on the front door.
Okay. So yeah, we would go to the back of the house.
Okay, yeah, you can easily get around. It's no problem. Especially with unseen presence. Well, yeah.
Oh.
And While we're approaching the back of the house, I'll spend a blood point on bottom my dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
Four. Okay, Jacob's turn again, yes?
Well, he's just
Jacob-
waiting.
As Jacob knocks on the door, a familiar face opens it. She recognizes you, right? Even though I know you removed her memories of the torture, she still recognizes you, won't she?
How does she respond when she recognizes you? Does she gasp?
I mean, yeah, I guess she gasps. She thinks you're a friend of Dizzy's or something, doesn't she?
Oh, hello there, Miss Cordova. How are you this evening?
Is that you, Jacob? Oh,
Yeah,
it's very late, Jacob. What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, ring you up at a kind of godly hour. I was just wondering, how have you been? Have you spoken with the father lately? Referencing Father Lucas.
Sorry, what? Who is Father Lucas?
When Jacob programmed her, he issued a mesmerized suggestion that she tell Father Lucas, an ally, Jacob.
Right, yeah. Cool, yeah.
Okay, well, they're talking at the front door, assuming we can hear that they're busy.
Yeah.
I will test if the back door is locked or not.
The back door is locked, yes.
Okay, then Krueger will proceed to make a larceny roll.
Normal difficulty. You need 2 successes.
Okay, dexterity, right?
Yeah, Dex larceny.
Well, 1 success at normal difficulty.
I could give that a try too. I've got larceny. I've got lockpicking kit.
Okay.
Did you get in or not? You needed 2, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can make it an extended roll, though.
Okay.
So you're just clinking. It's not quite coming yet.
The first one was that, and now second one. Ooh, yeah, the second one is a good one.
Okay.
3 successes.
Nice.
So it takes me about 10 seconds then.
Yep, cool. And yeah, it's done. Job's a good one.
Yeah, so what do we do when we get in through the back door?
Well, Jacob did say we look for something that might have belonged to Dizzy.
Okay, you've come in. The back room is a kitchen. The lights are off. You can see under the door crack that the light in the hallway is on. It's obviously fairly late. And yeah, you can. Yeah, but both of you have unseen presence, do you? So yeah, there's another door leading off from the kitchen, and yeah, that's it. And the door to the hallway. So there's 2 doors.
Okay, I quickly scan the shelves if there's like a cup where it says that might have belonged to the daughter, or a cup that she might have gotten from her daughter.
Let me roll
It
dice.
could be like a cup that says number 1 mom or I heart mom on it.
There is in fact there is a cup if you look through them that says it has a school kind of leavers thing, like high school kind of thing. And yeah, it's almost certainly not the old lady's.
Okay, I pocket that.
Okay. Thief. And yeah, yeah. Anything else?
I am so far beyond having to consider that for him. For
You're
my
not part of Humanity
reality.
5?
No, I'm not a humanity. I no longer have humanity, so I don't have to worry about this.
Anything else you guys want to do?
No, I don't think so. We're gonna go outside. Am I gonna touch it now, or are we gonna wait to touch
Do
it?
either of you have the ability to see well in the dark?
Well, she has all specs. I have nothing.
Oh yeah, I have all specs.
All right. Both you make me perception alertness roll. No, a perception investigation roll. It will be difficulty 8 for you, Krueger. Difficulty 6 for you, for Bitte.
Perception, what?
Investigation.
Okay, 1, 3, 4, 5,
2 successes.
6, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. 3 successes?
No, that's
No,
one.
what'd you say the difficulty was?
6.
6. Oh, so 1. Sorry.
That's cool. Yeah, okay. Krueger noticed it first. There are photos pinned to the fridge with fridge magnets. There's 3 people mainly on them. The old lady in her younger years, a gentleman, and a young girl, and 4 people, and a young man.
So these are just individual photos of all these people, or is it?
Oh, this is all sorts. There's family snaps, there's individual photos. Some of them are school photos. Some are just the family in a barbecue, that sort of thing. They're family photos.
So it might be wise
Okay.
to take a few, right?
I'll grab one with all 4 people on.
One with all 4 people. Yep.
We want to steal. I want to steal as little as possible, so that it will be the hardest to notice that we've intruded in. I mean, I want to leave as few traces as possible of our interference. So I'll just take one photo with all 4 people on.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. What else do you want to do? You at the front, Jacob. We'll just come back to you a minute. She will be kind of polite, but she will also be like, obviously her mind's slightly fuzzy when it comes to you. She will ask, "What are you doing there this late at night?"
Oh, Miss Cordova, I was just coming to check up on you for father's sake. He was just a little worried about you. He hasn't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, I don't know. Things have been a bit strange. I've not really felt like going to confession. Well, my biggest problem at the moment is my lack of sleep, actually. You're not really helping with that. I have these awful nightmares. Just awful, awful things. It doesn't matter though.
I'm sorry, forgive me. This is just, a courtesy visit. The father worries so much. But, yes, if you wish, I could give you a hand with sleeping troubles. I'm somewhat of a hypnotist.
Sorry, I didn't catch that, Bruce.
Jacob tells her that he's somewhat of a hypnotist. If he would offer to help her sleep better.
She doesn't look like the idea appeals to her. She says, she mentioned something about, I don't want no one in my heart except Jesus.
Well, bless you, Sister Cordova. Bless you. Well, I suppose if you need to go get your rest, and Jacob says a little bit louder than usual, you have yourself a very good evening, Miss Cordova.
So Bitte will hear
She
that
says,
and kind of nudge Krueger, saying,
Yeah.
"You ready to go?"
Krueger out.
And we'll sneak out the back door, right? We don't need to roll for anything, right?
"Not with unseen presence, you don't."
Okay, so then we're outie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, no worries. That was extraordinarily easy. All 3 of you managed to outwit an old lady.
We feel so proud of ourselves.
Yeah, no problem. You got the items. As you head back, the light in the hallway is turned off. The one in the bedroom is turned on and then turned off again.
So Bitte will grab Krueger by the hand and kind of walk towards Jacob, but not around the house. She'll want to go through the next backyard so that she's not heard or seen by the old lady in the house.
If you look towards the front, you'll see that Jacob's going back to the spot where we first got out of the cab.
Alright. So we could meet him back over there. So
Krueger will is confused, and in his confusion, he will let Bitte lead him by the hand.
Krueger needs to realize Bitte's a bit of a handsy person. She likes to touch things and people. So she'll look back at Krueger with this slight smirk on her face, and she'll say, "No worries, we're just going back to Jacob. Let yourself calm down. I'm not here to give you cooties or anything."
Okay.
So we'll just
Okay, fine,
end up meeting Jacob back there, right?
Yeah, you'll see Jacob. Since you're still not seeing presence, he's just kind of waiting nonchalantly with his back to a wall in an adjacent store.
When we approach, Krueger will drop down into presence.
God damn it, Krueger! You gotta stop doing that.
And he, actually, Bitte is leading the way.
Bitte is leading the way, but you're the one with the power over here. So
Yeah.
I guess Bitte will lead Krueger up to right next to Jacob, like right next, like inches from Jacob, just waiting for Krueger to just snap us out.
Oh, I'll do it a few yards before we get to him.
Oh, okay.
Still, Jacob would give you guys a up nod. Did you get anything?
We got we got a cup and a photo. Family photo by the looks of it.
So, Bitte will look over at Jacob and say, "So, shall I do my reading thing? Should we see where these items have been and where they've come from?"
Yeah, let's do it. Use your mouth.
So I was going to use the Auspex 3, the Spirit Touch.
Yeah.
I could spend a willpower point to get a guaranteed success, right?
You can.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend a willpower point, and then I'm going to roll Perception Empathy. What's my difficulty?
Simply checking for you, my dear. One sec. Difficulty 8.
Difficulty 8. Okay, I'm glad I did that willpower point. 2, 3, 4. Can I buff up my empathy as well?
Oh, sorry, I'm a liar. I'm a horrible liar. Ignore me. Difficulty will be difficulty will be 7. Sorry.
7. Okay.
And
Can I?
no, you can't buff empathy. You can only buff physical attributes.
Okay, thank you. So then, yeah, that's empathy and perception. Roll. And there was just the one success that I paid for with the willpower.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what does that get me?
One sec. Well, which one are you looking at first? Sorry.
I'm looking at the picture first.
The picture, you get you get a lot of kind of like content, nostalgic, happy memories from it. The last person to handle it was the old lady, and yeah, she feels there's happy memories, but there's also a twinge of regret with it. There's a lot of mixed up emotions, as you might expect from a kind of old lady looking at a photo of her family that no longer is really around. And that's it.
Okay. So do I have to explain that to Jacob?
It's up to you. You could tell him something entirely different if you wanted.
So Bitta, with her hands around the picture like this, she'll feel this a little bit of anger, but sadness behind the picture, and she'll tell all of that to Jacob. She'll say, "Jacob, the last person to hold this was the woman inside the house." She looks at it with hope and with sorrow, but with anger. I'm guessing that she holds a grudge against someone else that's in this photo. Can't really tell who that person is that she has the grudge on, but clearly she's projecting this anger towards this person.
Hmm. Very well. If you don't mind, let's hold on to that photo.
Okay, so the photo, Bitta will hand it over to Jacob. Am I going to do that for the cup as well?
Would you please?
Yes, so same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The difficulty for this one will be 6.
Will be 6? Okay. Just gonna roll it.
Oh,
1, 2.
better.
Yeah.
Better.
So I got 2.
2, jolly good. Yeah, okay, you get more or less the same thing. This one, however, bit more practical. And you get the image of a young lady. It is an image of an older version of a young lady in the photo. You just have a quick like glance of her drinking out of this cup. Coffee, you kind of the scent of. You have the same smell and the aroma of the coffee that she smelled while she was drinking it. And it's slightly, again, you get this feeling of regret. You get this feeling of loss, and this feeling, the same sort of feeling that a child might have when they visit their elderly relative that they don't see enough.
So Bitta, with her hands clasped around the cup, she will again close her eyes and almost take in the cup. She will take a deep breath and smell the beautiful aroma of the coffee, bite her lip and go, "Damn, that's something that I miss." And she'll keep holding the cup, and she'll feel this big sense of regret, and she'll look over to Jacob, and she'll say, the last person to drink out of this cup. The person that drank out of this cup, they are not happy. They are regretting something big. But I see the girl. I see a woman. Not quite clear on who she is, but I see her, and more needs to come of this, definitely.
In your vision, did you notice any tattoos on her?
Robbie, do I?
You do. While it is the girl in the photo, there is a tattoo under one of her eyes, a black inked-in teardrop. It's the same tattoos that Jacob would recognize.
Okay, so Bitta will close her eyes tightly and squeeze, and she'll say, "Yes, I see a female. I see a young female. She's got one distinctive tattoo that I can see. A little teardrop next to her eye. I can see it in the reflection of the coffee as she's sipping it in."
Very well, that's the little bitch that rented the penthouse. Okay. Let's hold on to that, too. I don't know. Perhaps I could speak to the chief. Maybe have a detective dust it for fingerprints, but that'll have to come another night. Krueger, what do you make of this?
I don't think it doesn't feel particularly useful. We just got information that yes, this is the cup that, what did you say, Dizzy Cordova was drinking from? But we don't know anything about where she may be now, where her friends may be.
Well, wasn't a total loss, though.
Yeah, well, the family photo seems to suggest she either has had a brother.
Ooh.
That could always be useful information. Perhaps we should look into the whereabouts of her other family member.
It could be a brother, it could be a close boyfriend that the family trusted enough to take on a trip.
You might not remember, Jacob, but when your police contact put you on the road to finding this lady, she mentioned he had a brother that studies medicine out of state.
Yeah, I think maybe... yes. Bitte, when you see Alex next, perhaps she could pry through the university's record. Maybe this brother has attended school.
Oh, I can absolutely do that. Just send me a text message later with the name of the person, or at least the last name, so that I can look for references or ask Alex to do that.
Okay. I'm sorry, Robbie, did Jacob get the brother's name?
If I may say something, the last name is probably the same as the mother and sister.
Yeah, so if you just give me the last name, then that should be good, right?
You don't have a name to hand, but you could probably get it off the police contact pretty easily.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do that in future. Okay, so this has not been a complete loss, although the investigation must continue. But I think that will be enough for bothering Miss Cordova. She recognized me.
Is that a problem?
Not necessarily. Not right away. Just I'm surprised that her memory of me is somewhat faint, not completely gone. But now that you two know where she does live, I will stay away for a while. Perhaps a stakeout is in order.
Yeah, get some humans to do it. They watch over it during the day too.
Of course. Anyway, with that done, I was wondering that me and the father did have some other business. Perhaps you would like to join us in.
That's a possibility. What is it that you guys have to do?
Well, there's a business associate that I need to speak with. A little bit of the negotiation I have to iron out.
Oh, you're talking about Mr. Maroni.
Then let's do it.
We can always use a pretty face in the crowd. Tends to help with kind of things. Jacob gives a wink.
Bitte will smile and curtsy and say, well, then we're off.
Jacob is going to get on his cell phone and he's going to call up Mr. Maroni. Hopefully he will answer.
You gave your name to him as Jacob, didn't you?
Yes.
After a couple of rings, there's a Jacob, my boy, Jacob, my boy. What are you calling about, man? It's the middle of the night.
Forgive me, Mr. Maroni. I wouldn't call you unless the matter was very urgent. That pest problem you had that I took care of you, it seems that the infestation is a little bit worse than I surmised. I do wish to speak with you face to face if it's not too much to ask for.
Oh, certainly, of course. Tell you what, meet me at my restaurant, and he'll give you the name of the restaurant. It's the Limoncello on near the center of the city. It's not too far. He'll give you the restaurant. He says, "I'll have it opened, and we can talk safely and privately there."
Ah, very good. I will see you in short order. Say 15, 20 minutes.
Sure, sounds good. And he'll yeah.
All right, Jacob will close his phone and try to hail a cab. And one should come in timely fashion. He'll share his friends in, and they'll make their way to the downtown area. Again, when we get out of the cab, it'll be a few minutes away. Jacob will look to Krueger. Now, Joe, it's up to you. Do you want to come in announced, or would you rather just be in the shadows in the background until you feel it's the right time to make your complaint known to him?
Oh, well, you know me. I like to avoid making my presence known unless it's necessary.
Very well. My aim tonight is to make sure that he compensates you for your loss. But that guard you were talking about, that home guard, I think he would be, as we've discussed, a valuable addition. So perhaps we could wow him with a little bit of the magic that we have to wield.
Magic?
You know what I mean, quote-unquote, magic. Like, let's say, I don't know, if I decided to summon a spirit or open a wink-wink portal for my business associate to step through, perhaps he would then be more lenient to hearing what we have to offer.
I'm not. I don't like the sound of opening portals.
Jacob shrugs. Oh, suit yourself. But I guess if that's the last recourse. Oh, I do have this with me.
My suggestion is make it mysterious, make it unclear what it is, so that he can make his own conclusions, whether that is high technology or magic, whatever he feels more inclined to believe.
I see. I understand. Well, hang back. Follow us in about just a minute. I'll make sure the door's unlocked for you. Bitte, Jacob extending his arm. Shall we?
Bitte will wrap her arm around Jacob's, and she will say, "We shall."
So the two of them will proceed to the restaurant. And is there anyone waiting at the door for them?
There's a blary-eyed looking heavy waiting at the door. Mr. Maroni's waiting for you inside. Come this way. And he'll open the door. What does Krueger look like?
Krueger looks like he's in obfuscate. He's but human male appearance one, white, probably a little older, ugly.
Yeah, cool. All right, yeah, no problem. Nothing's really said. He does, however, just put his hand in front of Jacob as he's walking in the door and says, "Who are these guys?"
Actually, obfuscate.
Oh, sorry, you
went
invisible.
out. Oh.
I'm making myself invisible. Yeah.
Right. Okay, no problem. Who's the broad?
Oh, this is just my companion. Hope you don't mind.
No problem. Pretty little thing. Go on, head in.
Bitte will notice that Krueger used his obfuscate, and she will perk up and think to herself, that might be something I need to talk to Krueger about. and she will walk with Jacob through the restaurant.
Okay, you enter the restaurant. It is, Krueger has no problem slipping in behind the rest of you. Yeah, it's an Italian restaurant, Limoncello, surprisingly. And, yeah, it's, there is Mr. Maroni is sitting at one of the booths. There's a chef in who also looks tired, who is, just as you walk in, he's just, bringing something out. He looks up and, he says, "For your friends as well, Mr. Maroni?" He says, Jacob, thought I'd get some food. Want anything?
Oh, no. Thank you very much, sir. I've ate already. Good to you.
No, I'm okay. Thank you kindly, though.
No one wants to eat. Oh well. And he just shoos the chef away. Sits there, puts a fork into his what looks like squid ink pasta. Says, "That man there, fucking magician. This food he makes, oh my god. The only reason I fucking open this place is so that I can eat here whenever the hell I like."
So that is the perks of being the boss.
True. Anyway, so who's your friend?
Oh, this is my companion of sorts. Bitte, sir. This is Mr. Maroni.
Bitte will extend her hand like this. How do you do, sir?
He will take it and he will kiss the hand. He will look at Jacob while he does it and says, "Quite a companion you got yourself." So Jacob, she's we can talk.
I'm sorry, say that again, Robbie?
He kind of basically says she's and then kind of nods and is like, "We can talk, no problem."
Oh, yes, no problem at all. She's in the same line of work.
So, how did your job go down with those Irish boys? I heard good things.
Oh, I'm fine. It's more so the after. Jacob standing up in the chair as if he may have to.
I can't hear you very well, mate.
Jacob will gesture to a chair, gesturing to Mr. Maroni as if, "Is it okay if I sit?"
Oh yeah, he'll invite you to come sit in the booth with him. Yeah.
Now, Mr. Maroni, the situation unfortunately looks like this. In my line of work, I belong to a certain organization, and this organization, we're like a family.
Hey, don't have to talk to me about family. I know about family. Let me tell you. Do go on. Sorry.
Right? Well, you know how a family, one person could be doing one thing, and another person could be doing another thing, and they're like two hands not knowing what the other's doing. And unfortunately, sometimes that hand could hurt the other. What I'm getting at is that one of my business associates, they are, how can I put this? They're somewhat of a liaison to the river rats. And it is by my group's precepts. If he looks to you for requirements, I am kind of bound not to interfere.
You came to me looking for a job, Jacob. I had a job going. I don't see how this is my fault that you didn't do your research.
You're quite right. I didn't do the research because if I had, I would have let you know ahead of time that river rats may not have.
Sorry, but I can't hear what you're saying.
I understand that, yes, it is my fault that I didn't do better research. Unfortunately, for you that is, my hands are bound that, well, you see, Mr. Maroni, I like you. And what might happen if my friend does come looking for recompense? Well, I'm afraid for your safety.
You're afraid for my safety. Is that some kind of threat?
No, no, Mr. Maroni. Bring you down here in your restaurant and waste your time if it was just a threat. I'm giving you a heads up on a situation that may happen, but I'm also here to help you mitigate this problem, as well as extend you a offer I think you wouldn't refuse.
Why is there a problem at all? Why, if they want some kind of payback, would they come to me?
Well, like I said, the River Rats have an associate of mine.
So you've ratted me out, is what you're saying. You told this associate of yours that it was me that sent you.
Unfortunately, yes. You must understand that some bonds are above others. While I do like you, I am beholden to this group that I belong to.
I can't understand why you've got me here tonight. What do you hope to achieve?
I propose a deal for you.
A deal.
Yes, a deal. My friend is looking to be recompensed for the boats that he lost.
Did you, boy?
Only that I burned on orders, Mr. Maroni. If it wasn't me, it would have been someone else, I'm sure. And then, well, I wouldn't have known, and they would have came after you anyway.
That's how you feel about it. Well, let me tell you how I fucking feel about it. I hired you for a fucking job. I paid you for that fucking job. And now you're telling me that you're bringing bullshit to my doorstep.
No, Mr. Maroni, you have it all wrong. Correct. You did pay me for a job. A job I did very well. A job that I did efficiently.
Up until now, that is. Because I thought it would have been fucking explicit in the job. But then you don't go fucking telling the people that I'm fucking after them.
Oh, of course. But you're not looking into the future. You're not looking into the alternate side of reality. As I've said, if I didn't do the job for you, it was some other poor schmuck that you hired, well, they would have run off. May not have told the person who it was, but trust me, this organization that I belong to, they would have found you. They would have harmed you.
This organization I belong to is all very fucking cryptic, Mr. Burns. Please, enlighten me.
We have many different names. Some have called us the Freemasons, Illuminati, the Builders.
Get the fuck out of here. Illuminati. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit.
Why do you think that's not true? You think that there aren't secret controllers of this world?
No, Mr. Burns. There are certainly secret controls of this world. And I'm fucking one of them. The crime in this city, nothing happens without me knowing about it. I may not be involved in everything. But Illuminati, I've seen that fucking stupid film. What was it? Angels and Demons? No, the other one. Da Vinci Code. Think you've been watching that too much.
Jacob leans back, smiles. He's over at the. You really believe this guy? He really has no clue.
He will know shortly, I'm sure.
Hey, Louis! He will shout, yeah, to the back, and a big gentleman will come from the back, and the gentleman will, from the front of the door, will come and stand in. Boss? None. Just wanted to make sure you're still there. Got any more to say?
Let me tell you about what I do like speaking of the most, and that's the benefits package. To compensate my friend, I can extend you an offer into being initiated into that organization. With that initiation comes... Right.
I can't hear you again, Bruce.
What was the last part you say?
Something about the initiation.
Part of being initiated into this group, there's certain health benefits. Now, you look like a man who, good for your age, but
Just let me stop you there. Just let me stop you there. We're friends, right, Jacob? I fucking financed your goddamn art gallery. I gave you jobs, and now you're coming at me with all this bullshit. You're gonna ask me to invest some money in some stupid fucking cult. You're thinking, oh, Mr. Maroni, he's an easy target. He's a nice, kind old gentleman. And you're gonna try and con some money out of me. Well, it ain't gonna work, buddy.
I can't hear you, Bruce.
Kaya word, mate.
Mr. Maroni, you're not being understandable. Matter of fact, I'm feeling like a lot of resentment. You're right, we are friends. I'm coming here to protect you.
You think I need protection. See, I find that fucking amusing. Right now, you need fucking protection from me. You are seriously pissing me the fuck off. You rung me up in the middle of the fucking night. I was ball deep in some whore down at my club, and now I've got to come here, eat this shitty pasta, and listen to your bullshit.
Huh, but a second ago, it was magician pasta. It was magical.
Shut up about the fucking pasta, bitch.
Ooh, someone's getting snappy.
Boys, get rid of these assholes. Head them up, don't hit the broad's face, and get them the fuck out of my sight.
Jacob is going to look over to whichever side of the bigger guys standing there, and he's going to use his dominate level 1 and tell him to just stop.
Okay. Do you want me to roll for you?
Yes, please. 6 dice.
I can. Which one are you going to tell? Because you can only do one of them at a time.
I guess, where are they positioned?
There's one in front of you, one behind you. There's one like the entrance to the kitchen, and one at the entrance to the street.
I can use Serpentis on one of them to make them completely stop, right?
You can.
Mm.
Whichever one you choose, Jacob, he stops. As I think you've got 5 seconds.
So then I'm gonna let Bitte look at the other guy and use her Serpentis to try and stop this guy.
Okay, I believe level 1 Serpentis is automatic. He will be caught in your gaze.
No roll is required.
Sweet. So I just gonna make him
Okay.
stare at him and make him stop in his place too.
Okie dokie, I'm making a perception awareness roll. That's a success. Mr. Maroni's face changes immediately at what he thinks he's seen. His face goes from quietly confident, maybe slightly fucked off, and now all of a sudden the blood flushes from it. And he's like, you guys ain't fucking normal, right?
No, Mr. Maroni, we're not normal. Not in any kind of sense you may understand. In trying to protect you, I advise you that you keep your questions very... Can I help you? Yes, I can help you. Can I protect you? Yes, I can protect you. Can I make you stronger?
Okay, I would like everybody to make a perception alertness test, please.
Perception alertness?
No, actually perception awareness. Actually, no. Whichever dice pool's better for you guys.
It's gonna be 7 dice for me either way.
Okay,
What's the
roll.
difficulty?
The difficulty is for me to decide. If you got a 10, so that's no problem.
4.
How many dice, buddy?
4.
How many dice, Bruce?
4.
4, sorry. Ah, no problem. I think you all got it. You notice his mobile phone is on the table next to him. And while there is no noise, you notice the keys are impressing without anybody touching them. And the number is being dialed.
What is...
So it's almost like a ghost is pressing, and someone invisible is pressing the numbers or something.
Oh, shit. So we all see this happening, right?
You do. Yeah.
Oh, snap. Jacob, do you see what's happening on the table right now?
Out.
Really, Kai, are you, mate?
He's going to take out his combat knife, and he's going to not stab the phone, but like stab around it. That's so I'm just going to try to strike at it.
You can just do that. That's no problem. Mr. Maroni sits back in his seat, and he's like, "Look, I got powerful friends. You don't want this. You don't know who the fuck you're messing with."
Jacob, I don't think he knows who he's messing with.
I know what.
Okay.
Go on, sorry. Wait. Bitte, have you broken eye contact with the guy you were hypnotizing?
Nope.
Yeah, he's behind you actually.
I kind of saw the phone out of the corner of my eye, but I haven't broken my gaze yet.
No, I mean it doesn't matter because, but yeah, he's literally like behind you.
Hmm.
It's wait, no, it can be the other one. Yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah, okay. What were we doing, sorry, Blanche?
So what did Bruce do? I didn't really get it. He just swiped with the knife over the...
I think he like stabbed the knife onto the table next to the phone.
Yeah, hoping that it's a hand.
Yeah, nothing was touched. You felt nothing connected, nothing except the except the table. And Mr. Maroni kind of jumped back.
Okay, Krueger is first of all spending a plot point on dexterity again to get it to 4.
Mm-hmm.
And can I have pulled out my gun already before during the conversation? If at least when the 2 guards came in.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So so the number actually I'm pretty surprised by the whole thing. I think I'll need a turn to get to my senses to decide what to do. So
Okay. Mr. Maroni is just like, look, you guys leave now. There's no fucking problem. Okay, I'll pay for your fucking boats. I didn't know you were a bunch of fucking bloodsuckers. Now, please get the fuck out of here.
He's going to be very intrigued because at that point he hasn't mentioned anything about being a vampire and yes, blood sucking, such a vampiric turn of phrase. He'll lean over to Mr. Maroni and use stunning little two. He's going to say to him, Maroni.
I literally can't hear what you're saying, buddy. I don't know if you're not mics, not on, yeah.
He says, Jacob is going to say, who do you work for, Mr. Maroni? That's going to be the mesmerize man.
Okie dokie. How many dice, man? 5. Okay. That's 3 successes. No, that's, 4 successes. He just looks at you and says, the families. And then as soon as he says that, he just, like, puts his hand over his mouth.
The families, Mr. Maroni. There's a lot of families. Would you care to elaborate?
Let's roll for initiative. Actually, no, it's not. He just says, get the fuck out of here right now. Sometimes there are things you boys don't want to know.
Maroni, I guess I have to give you kudos. You've surprised me. Here I was, trying to surprise you. You're gonna tell me what the fuck you're working for. Because if it ain't anybody in my organization, then they ain't got a place in the city.
Okay. You will notice. Wait 1 sec. Sorry. Okay. Bruce, just you. Actually, no. All three. No, actually, everyone except Bitte can, as you're still eye contact with the other gen. Make a perception awareness, please. Actually, no. Perception alertness. Sorry, that's either one.
Well, unless the difficulty is 10, I had at least one success.
You got a success.
Possibly more, depending on difficulty.
Well, I can't roll, so should I roll
Oh,
for Jake?
sorry. I'll do it. How many dice is it? 5. 4. Sorry. Okay, we'll cut the last one. It's 2 successes. You notice a one of the chairs on another table starts to lift up off the ground.
Okay. Could I make a intelligence occult roll? Because Jake's never met a Giovanni, never seen and see.
You can, yeah. That would be kindred law if you're looking. If you wanted to see if he's a Giovanni.
Yeah. 5.
5 dice. Okay. Ooh, that's a botch. Yeah, you think it's a Giovanni.
Giovanni.
You're convinced that this. You've heard rumors of these Giovanni. You know they act like mafia, and you know they have powers, dread powers of necromancy. You're convinced this gentleman is Giovanni, or at least a ghoul.
What was the roll?
Kindred law, intelligence. You're assumed as a vampire to have 2 in kindred law.
Can I roll that too?
You can.
I don't like this one here. Difficulty is what?
Difficulty 6. Okay.
So 2 successes.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't think he's Giovanni, that's for sure.
Okay.
I mean, okay. And you guys going to react to the chair?
Krueger is keeping an eye on this.
Okay.
And spending another point on dexterity.
Okay. The chair lifts, maybe a few seconds, lifts up into the air, and then just flies at Bitty.
I figured that was coming. Fuck.
And yeah.
Oh, so Bitte gets hit, right? Pretty bad?
But it's only a chair. She takes she actually takes no bashing from it.
Oh, sweet.
But a chair.
From looking at the guy, right?
You can keep looking at him if you pass a stamina survival roll.
So if I don't do stamina survival, what would happen?
You'll be kind of like knocked to one side or lose concentration or something. I'm not sure survival's the right stat, but I'm not sure what else it would be.
Survival is a skill. It's so if you don't have it, you're supposed to get a -1 penalty to the difficulty, which
yeah. So it'll be difficulty. Just roll stamina. Difficulty 7. Then, if you don't have survival.
I have 1 dot in survival and 2 in stamina.
Go for it. 3 dice then.
3 dice. 2, 3. You said difficulty was 7?
Mm.
Nothing.
Okay, you break contact. You break eye contact, and we'll roll for initiative. No, we might have to cut this scene short and do it
Yeah,
another
I
time.
figure right after Mr. Maroni, we'll call it a scene.
Well, I mean, we can do it. I mean, I got probably 20 minutes, so
But roll for initiative. How many?
just one dice and add your dex and words.
It's the 10-sided.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'll roll for you, Bruce.
Okay.
10 for Brucey boy.
Okay, my initiative is 9. With actually, no, I didn't consider my celerities. It's 10. Oh,
10.
I forgot to add my bonus dice. Oh well.
That's alright.
Didn't-
Alright, okay. Yeah, okay. Bruce, what am I adding to your stat pool?
7.
7. Alright, okay, that would make it, so Bruce is on 17, I think that's the highest.
And then mine. How many do I add to my?
You add your dexterity plus your wit.
5, 6, 7. Hang on. I would have the 4 and 6. That's 10.
Alright, okay. Bruce.
And in dice,
okay.
you can set the counter to your initiative, and it's easier to take.
What?
It doesn't matter,
If you go to dice stream, there's a counter there, and you can set that to your initiative.
Oh snap! Okay, I see that.
Okay, declaring up. One, the dominated ghoul will pull his weapon out and shoot at Bruce. He's the lowest initiative. The next lowest initiative is Krueger. Oh no, you've rolled it, Bitty. Have you rolled yet for Bitty?
For the initiative?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did. I rolled the 4.
Oh,
and
you
then
got it.
6. So
Okay.
I got 10.
Yeah. Yeah. So the next is you. What are you gonna do?
After the chair gets flung at me?
Yeah. It doesn't hurt.
No, it doesn't hurt. I just kind of stumbled to the side and I noticed that my gaze has been broken off the guy.
Mhm.
So, I guess I'd like to try and whack the guy or like, oh, is there a way that I can, are we going to hurt these guys at all? Because I can use I can try to find the weapon that's on this guy's body and use it against him.
You want to?
I don't hear you, Bruce.
It's up to you.
Oh, I'm assuming because they're mobsters, they've got weapons on them.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess Bitta's gonna try to see if she can locate the weapon.
What do you mean?
I'm guessing it's in their holsters, right? They gotta have the holsters around them. I have no idea, man.
You want to take his weapon?
I want to take the weapon off of him. Yeah.
Okay. Well, his weapon's in his hands.
Oh, it is in his hands.
You want to do a disarm maneuver?
Yeah. Yeah. How would you do something like that?
You can. You just need to make an attack and do at least 3 points of damage at high difficulty.
Okay. Hold on.
I think you need a weapon to do it though. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be really difficult to just like run up and take this guy's gun out of his hand.
So then I don't know
without taking it. Oh, he's pulled a gun on you. I would suggest fighting.
All right, so let's fight him. Oh, Bitta carries asps. She can pull her asp out and attempt to hack at his knee.
What's an asp? Isn't that a snake?
An asp is a metal retractable baton that cops carry around.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a good choice.
Okay, so would I need to roll for that action?
You would, but we declare first, and then we'll.
Okay, so Bitte will, because she always carries her her backpack with her, this little case. She'll whip out her asps and go to strike. Well, she's got two of them, so she'll go to strike both the knee and the hand at the same time to try to disarm the gun.
You want to make a disarm action? Yeah, that's cool.
Yes, that's my biggest thing, is to get the gun out of his hand so I don't get shot.
Okie
Or no
dokie.
one gets shot.
You're up next, Krueger. What are you doing?
Okay. So how far is the other guard away from me?
You could run at him. I mean, he's like half the distance side of the other side of the ridge.
No. I want to know if he's close range or normal range for my gun.
It will be normal range.
Okay, then I will move until he is in close range, and then I will shoot him in the head.
Okay. Bruce, what are you doing? Sorry, the other guard will also shoot at Bruce, and Maroni will do something magic-y.
Jacob is going to use his Shroud of Night.
Nice. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that happens is Jacob's action. How many dice am I rolling for Shroud of Night?
6.
How many?
6, please.
6, yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, you fucking bossed that. You could make the whole restaurant dark if you want.
I'm going to retract it to this booth area, so I guess maybe like 20 feet.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, whoomph. The area is surrounded. Maroni is going to one sec. Intelligence Arcana. Actually, no, it's willpower. Yeah, 2 successes. Sure. Jacob, you begin to feel a force, basically like pushing against you. Yeah, it's essentially, it feels like almost like a magnetic force is pushing you away from Maroni, and Maroni jumps out the back. You hear a clamber. Oh, actually, you see him. He will make a jump out the back of the booth. Next up is the guard who is going to shoot into the darkness. On a 10, he'll hit one of you two, and on a 1, he will hit Maroni. A 7, he misses entirely. And that would make it Krueger's turn. So you move up close and you shoot him.
Yeah, I will move up close and I will shoot. So 5 dexterity because I buffed it, and firearms and celerity passive makes, I believe, 7 dice.
Difficulty is 4.
Actually, I should first make this stealth roll, shouldn't I?
No, because it's stupid.
Okay, anyway, it's 5 successes.
Is it a light? No, it's difficulty 4 because you're at close range.
I'm
6.
shooting for the head. I'm shooting for the head.
Oh, okay.
So it's,
Yeah, that's 5 successes then.
5 successes. I'm carrying a heavy revolver.
Yep. So that's 4 plus 5 dice for the heavy roll.
Heavy one is 6.
Okay. Yeah, and 5 dice for your successes. Oh no, because it's plus 1 for the. Yeah, but it's plus 1 for the head as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right. 11 dice. Okay, so there's one of a 1, which cancels out one of the successes, and then we have 4 damage to the head.
He's dead. You blow his head off.
There.
Okay. And Bitty, you're up. You want to make a disarm action with your baton.
Yeah, is there any way that I could use the celerity so that it goes really fast, or should it declared that before?
You can. I'll let you do it now. You can spend a blood to get an extra action, which means you'll get an extra action this turn.
Okay, so I would like to do that. So then I would essentially use the celerity first to move really fast and then hit him, right?
So no. So what happens is celerity takes place after all the rest of the actions.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's still the disarming action. So what would I roll?
You can run at him and go on. Sorry, what are you saying, Blige?
How much celerity do you have? One.
2?
Is the one?
2.
Oh, you have.
So you can spend a blood point for each one of those celerity dots, and for each one that you spend, you may do an extra action. If you don't use the dot, then you can just add 1 dice to your dexterity pool. So you could get 2 extra actions this turn if you'd like it.
Will I be rolling with the dexterity at all?
Yeah, you will be rolling dexterity to hit.
So I'll only get the 1 extra action and
Okay.
then use the other one to pull up the dexterity.
That's cool. Roll for me. Roll for me to disarm him. Then that is. You need. Yes, it will be dexterity plus melee plus 1.
Okay.
Your unused celerity action.
4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so the 1 is. What was the difficulty?
7.
7. So 1 success.
Okay, roll damage.
How many dice for damage?
You will roll your strength plus I believe 1 for the baton.
1, 2, 3. Roll.
You roll nothing, unfortunately. To disarm him, you would need to exceed his strength, and yeah. So you try and whack the gun out of his hand, but it doesn't do anything, unfortunately.
Okay.
With his action, he is going to shoot you point blank range.
Well, couldn't I use the celerity for the?
It goes after. It goes at the end of the turn.
Oh.
Bang! Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to hit.
Yeah.
3. Bang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down to 1. So that's 5 bashing. He shoots you in the shoulder. Roll your stamina to stoke it.
3 and 5.
Nothing. You take 3 bashing damage. You take 5, but bashing damage. Bullets against vampires do bashing damage, which is halved. So you take 3 bashing damage.
Ow!
It hurts though. So your dice pools will be -1.
Okay.
And yeah, now it's your celerity action. You have another action.
I guess could I potentially try to strike him again in the back of the head?
You can.
So let's try that.
To hit the head is 2 more is 2. So it'll be difficulty 8.
More difficulty? Oh.
But no. But it will become lethal damage against a human.
Okay, so.
Bashing to the head is lethal.
So I could spend a willpower point for a guaranteed success, right?
You absolutely can. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that, and let's try to bash him in the back of the head again.
Okay, so Dex plus melee plus 1 for the unused celerity.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, so it's 5 again.
And,
ooh, better this time.
4 successes. Nice.
Okay.
No, 5 with your willpower. So you will add the excess successes from your roll to hit, which is 4, plus your strength plus 1.
2, 3. You said 4 plus my strength.
Plus 1.
Plus 1. That's 7. There you go.
You do 1, 2, 3, 4 lethal to his head. Humans don't get to soak lethal. So you fucking smack him around the head, and it looks like it bloody hurt him.
Ah, so Bitte sees the smack and the crack of his head as the guy, I'm presuming, hits the fucking floor, and she gets a little mesmerized by the sight of the blood protruding out of the back of this guy's head.
So he's not out for the count, but yeah, he's definitely in trouble. He's hurt. And we go back to Bruce. What are you doing, buddy?
All right. Yeah, you have to educate me on this. If I activate my celerity,
Mm-hmm.
could I still spend another blood point to buff a physical stat?
You can. Yeah, celerity expenditure does not count towards generational max.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to use celerity in this action, spend the blood point, and I'm going to spend a blood point buffing my strength.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to finish off the guy that just clobbered. Yeah.
All right, cool. So you're running out the back of the Yeah, you're basically leaving the obtenebration pool.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so your action, go for it. You can charge out with him. That's no problem.
That would be, and this is minusing now my celerity die, right?
You have one or two celerity.
One.
Right. So if you use it for an extra action, you don't get it added to your dexterity pool.
Okay. So that would be 7 die.
7 dice. 1, 2, 3. Unless do you have a specialty?
No.
Okay, so 3. This is with your knife, right?
Yes.
Okay. 3. 2 for the successes and 1 for the knife. And what's your strength?
Now with the blood buff, that would be 3 plus my 2 potent, so 5.
Cool.
3.
So 8 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Ooh.
You nearly chopped this guy's fucking head off. Kabang! He's dead. He's dead.
Didn't he already take 4 damage before? So
Yeah. Yeah. So he's instantly dead. He's dead before he fucking hits the floor.
Yeah, horrible way to go.
Okay. Maroni. He is running towards the back door, past the now unobfuscated Joseph Krueger, and chairs are going to start flying around at people. So, as he did it last turn and this turn, Krueger, you're going to take a chair to the face.
Aww.
Just 1 bashing. You can soak like
failed to
normal.
I failed to soak.
Okay, you take 1 bashing. Jacob, you take 1 bashing as well. And Bitty, you are going to take, oh, god damn it, 4 bashing.
What the hell? Can I soak any of it?
Of course you can, yeah. And it'll be halved after you soak. It's not going to kill you, don't worry. Take a lot of chairs to kill a vampire.
I rolled to soak.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 4 and an 8.
Okay, you soak 1, so that's 3. You take 2 bashing.
Serious.
And yeah, Maroni is running towards the door, the back door.
Did he bother to take his cell phone from the table?
Yeah, he's got it in his pocket.
Hmm. Okay. It's my turn.
It's your turn.
Okay, I will spend 1 blood on celerity and run off.
Run after him.
Yeah.
You're very close to him. You could grab him with 1 action.
Oh, that close. Yeah. In that case, I try to grab.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Let me think.
Couldn't you reach for the hand that has the cell phone in it, trying to grab him and then get the cell phone? Because that would be a good find, right?
Can I reach his face?
Yeah, you can reach this.
Okay, then I want to wipe his face off.
All right. Yeah. Dex brawl difficulty 8. And you got to spend the blood for the activate vicissitude.
Yes. And I'll spend the willpower point on the touching him, because
Mm-hmm.
what did you say was what I rolled? Did you say Dex brawl?
Dex brawl. Yeah.
Okay, I have a 10 and I have a 1 and I have a 7.
You miss.
And I spent 2 willpower.
Oh, you did. Yeah. Yeah. You touch his face. You get about half his face, and your fingers just—it's like a slap across the face, and your fingers just—it's almost like you just slap some warm clay. He screams. That was unpleasant.
Well, I mainly wanted to blind him. So, but I only got half his face, so the other he is still. Alright. Oh, I'm still spending celerity.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want to do, Betty?
Aren't I pretty freaking hurt though?
You've taken like what, 4 damage?
I thought it was 5 at this point. It was 3 and then 2.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, you're pretty hurt.
Yeah. So I don't think Vita's gonna do much at this point. I don't think he could do much, right?
I haven't but I'm not.
Okay,
What?
Yeah, you can. What you can do, Meta, is make a survival stamina roll and make a blood to heal yourself if you'd like.
Okay, yeah. I want to try to do that so at least I can get up or do something. So you
Cool.
said
Make a roll.
survival stamina?
Stamina survival, yeah, whichever way.
1, 2, 3. 9, 5, 8.
Easy, yeah. So you can spend. I think you can spend 2 blood, right? It's the number of successes you get.
No, you can spend as much as you can spend blood per turn.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, you can heal. You can heal 1.
I can only heal 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Celerity actions. Krueger, you're up.
Since I can't, I will try to overtake him and block the way out, and
Yeah.
I will shout at him, "Stop running!"
Okay.
Let's not make this worse.
I don't think you can use celerity actions to talk, but yeah, it's fine. You can say that. Okay.
Well,
you zip past him, and yeah, top of the initiative. Bruce, what are you doing?
It's you. Action.
I can't hear you, sorry.
I didn't get to use my celerity action.
Oh my God, sorry. Yeah. Oh, sorry. You should have been before Krueger then. Yeah, go for it. Sorry.
I'm going to. How far away is Mr. Maroni? Do I have time to run up towards him?
Yeah, you could run to him.
Okay, I'm going to make a leg sweep maneuver.
You're gonna go tackle his legs. Go for it. Actually, I think he's a fair distance, so you'd have to run. So your dice pool will be halved because it'll count as a split action. Because he's a fair bit away.
Okay. 3.
How many dice? 3. Okay. You got it. No worries. This is a like basically a tackle action, right? Knock him off his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right. Okay. We both rolled Dex Athletics. That is no. Oh God, a botch for Mr. Maroni. How many dice for you?
Reduced, or is it full?
No, this isn't reduced. Unless you botch, you've done it. Yep. Okay, he falls to the ground. You tackle his legs, and he falls to a heap, violently face planting. In fact, he's going to take 2 dice of bashing damage. He takes 1 bashing, which he soaks. And yeah, between his face being half fucking off and all that, I think we can stop initiative. He is gonna get to his feet and just be like, "Please, please, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know who you're dealing with."
Well, then tell us.
Maroni, who is
What'd
Just
you
telling
say?
you this. Yeah, got you, mate.
Jacob's going to tell him the only way out for you. Who do you work?
It's like the key things you were trying to say cut out.
I think you were trying to get him to tell you who he works for, right?
Yes. Something that's going to save his life tonight.
Okay, he's just looking at you all, and he says, "Seriously, you guys, you don't know what you're dealing with. Let me go, and there'll be no problem. This is your last chance."
Look, just tell us who you're working for, and I'll restore your face.
He actually reaches up and touches his face, and it feels like, just like, and he shudders, and you see there is a Italian-style sculpture statue behind him. You see it topple towards him.
Is he at this point trying to hurt himself?
You don't know.
If I have time to react, I'll push him out of the way of the statue.
Sure, make a wits athletics roll.
Nice. And an 8!
Okay, you jump in the way of the statue. Take 3 bashing dice. You don't take any damage from it. Yeah, he's almost in tears now. He's just pleading. He's like, "Please, you guys don't know what you're getting into. You really don't want to do this. You really don't want to do this. Please, just leave." And it's up to you what you do with him. He's more or less at your mercy now. But he won't say anything voluntarily.
Would my manipulation or like enchanting voice be able to work on this guy?
You can try, and if you do, it doesn't work. You can say what you like to him, and he won't say anything. He'll just keep repeating, "You guys don't know what you're getting into. You guys don't know what you're getting into."
Oh, man.
And guys,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna call that scene.
Okay, I'll just try to fix his face anyway.
Okay. No problem. I'm gonna call that scene, guys, because I gotta run off. But yeah, he is more or less at your mercy, so you can decide off screen what you want to do with him.
Okay.
Okay, depending on what difficulty it is, I got at least 1 success.
To fix his face.
Yeah, I got a 10, an 8, and a 7.
That's fine. Yeah, you can fix his face.
Robbie, could you make me a forgetful mind roll? Like 6 dice?
Yep. It's 2 successes. What do you want him to forget?
I want him to forget what happened tonight.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, he will. Wait, how many 6? Let me just check.
We also have to come up with an explanation for 2 dead guards.
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of a lot of evidence stacked against you. Not that it necessarily matters. Level 3, right?
Yeah.
You may make a slight change to his memory. Guys, I'm going to call this scene, and we can do this as downtime stuff afterwards, because he's at your mercy now.
Okay, okay.
Okay, thanks very much. Cheers.
Do I stop the...
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah, just stop with this red
Alright.
button at the bottom.
Alright.